time it breaks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me.
Although
What?
this is backwards. This is backwards to them.
It is going to be backwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we go. Yeah.
Because it's backwards to us, but to them it's not. Maybe like.
Try to hear fun. Okay. What's up, guys? We are back for our, what is this, 6 now?
6.
6? We
Pippa.
got Pippa in this. Look.
She loves to be in that podcast.
Pippa girl. Just a couple housekeeping. Housekeeping. What does that mean? Housekeeping?
Yeah, housekeeping is the right word for that.
Okay, housekeeping ideas that we threw around.
Items.
We're going to do, with our schedules, we're super busy working, got dogs, all this stuff, and, we're busy people. So we are going to do one episode a week now. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday will be posted, so you can watch Sunday while you're relaxing, watching some NFL football, shows, whatever you guys are doing, or can watch on the way to work on Mondays.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
So that is our new plan here. And right now, it's going to be our final plan for a while. I know we kind of mixing everything up, but we're trying to figure out what the best way of podcasting is for us.
And you guys.
And you guys, yes. Absolutely, because the fans matter.
The fans matter.
Speaking of pets, speaking of Pippa itching her ear.
Pippa!
She likes to claw on people because she wants their full attention.
Yeah, if you hear me go, ow.
Non-stop.
Look, she's doing it right now. Here, watch. She'll do it again. She's
but
so funny.
We decided this podcast was going to be about just straight pet stories that we have. We have some that we found on Reddit, and we just want to run down through a couple and, let you hear what we have to say. It's funny. Some of them are funny.
Yeah, some of them are funny. My story's kind of funny.
I'm going to start off with, since we got Pip on the camera, I'm going to start off with a story about her when she was, I think she was a year old. Maybe a little older than a year old. Maybe 2 years. Somewhere in that nature. I think she was a year. In that area. But I was in college at Georgia Southern University. Go Eags if you guys are out there. Go Eags.
Go Eags.
Go Eags.
Hey, I went there for
she saw
drove through.
Go Eags.
We went to Uncle Shug's Cookout.
I mean, that's not like a known place there.
Oh.
It's a decent place. But
Sorry.
Nats.
I saw the bar. Nats.
Nats is, that's a bar at nighttime sometimes, but.
And then there was another bar across the street.
She saw Blue Room.
Blue Room.
Nice bar. But yeah. So, Pippa Jones. So, one day, I decided that, we were going to just have this awesome bonfire, and we were going to get a lot of pallets, and we were, going to set this up and have a lot of people over, and all my roommates were getting stuff out about getting stuff, and we were doing all that. Well, I was home with one other roommate. I lived with 4 people. And I opened the back door, and Pippa darts between my legs as fast as she could go.
She's fast, too.
And she runs out halfway into the yard, turns around, looks at me. She's like doing her look around.
Her
and
side
I said,
eye.
Pippa, here, now. Pippa, here. And she looks at me one more time, darts, straight beelines it all the way down to the end of our neighborhood. And Burkhalter, if you know what that is, it's a huge neighborhood. College kids everywhere. Dogs everywhere. It was all okay because there's dogs everywhere running around. But, if the dog did that now, it'd be a fiasco. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, Pippa's gone. There's no way this dog's coming back. Whatever.
She acts like she hates her life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't even think it was cold outside. I think we were just having a fire to drink and hang out. Like, a bonfire to hang out.
It was maybe a little, brisky.
No, I don't think it was brisky at all because I was in shorts and no shirt. I think I was sitting at the pool earlier. So we were doing that, and so I'm in just like a bathing suit type thing, and then no shoes, no nothing. I take
No
off.
service.
I put on my Crocs, take off running.
Did you put them in sport mode?
No, I didn't have time. So I ran all the way down to the end of the neighborhood, and I see Pippa in like the thorns in the creek bed,
Pippa!
and she's not in the water yet, but she's about to. And she looks at me. She drops down and pees, and then she puts her foot in the water, and then she gets back up, goes to the top of the bank, and then poops, and then runs back down to the creek and takes off in the woods. I'm like, that dog is gone. So we, circle the whole neighborhood. We're trying to get her. Pippa, come here, girl. You want to go bye-bye? Oh, probably shouldn't
You
have
can't
said
say
that.
that.
I can't say that live. So, we were like, oh, God, this dog's gone. And we searched the entire neighborhood, every house where we had a group at Burkhalter. We had a group of like 700 people who lived in the neighborhood, and there was people that didn't even live in the neighborhood that were in it. So we put, hey, black dog, Pippa, lost, gone. Let me know if you see her. Well, nobody responds, and I get in a truck and with my roommate. His dog chased after my dog, so his dog was kind of gone too. And we get in the truck and we're driving around and can't find her, can't find his dog. Then at the very end of our trip, we saw his dog, picked his dog up, put it in the truck bed, and then we drove back to our house. And I get there and I walk around to the back of the house, and Pippa is sitting there like this, soaking wet, just happy as all get out, looking at me. And
like, what's wrong?
Yeah,
what's
like,
going
what
on?
happened? I'm fine. We're all good.
What are you doing?
Good.
Why are you like...
And I let her inside, and she takes off goes right under my bed. Freaking, she knows she did. She wasn't supposed to do that, but that was just a nightmare. I mean, there's videos of me running down the freaking road in Crocs. It's hilarious. But that was one of the funny pet stories I have about Pippa, and that was about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It was a long time ago. 4 years ago.
Pippa.
So what do you got for us?
You know how like you can bring your dog to like Lowe's and Home Depot? Okay, so I had to go to Lowe's yesterday to get a rod extender for the fan. And I was like, oh, I'll bring Bo with me because the fan people or electrician was already here and I didn't want to leave him in the crate like whining, so I like brought him with me. And Pippa, I figured, did not want to go because there would be other dogs and she'd freak out.
No.
So I took Bo to Lowe's with me, which is like probably 20 minutes away from our house because Home Depot's like right around the corner. And on the way there, he was fine, whatever, like stuck his head out the window, having a blast, whatever. Took him inside Lowe's, really good, loved Lowe's. People were like, oh, such a cute dog, whatever. And on the way back, I kind of hit the brake a little hard, and he kind of like went forward. And so it's not funny. That's not the funny part. And so I was like, oh, geez, are you okay? Whatever. And then 2 seconds later, I smell this like disgusting, like not vomit smell, just like food smell, but it smelled gross. And I turn around, or I'm at a red light, and I'm like, what is that? And I like turn around and I see a pile of throw up on the back seat. He got car sick. I
didn't know that he got car sick because he's been on plenty rides. So like,
I know. So I don't understand. Yeah, he loves car rides. So I don't know how he got car sick, but he got car sick.
What'd you do? Pull over and clean it up, or?
I was almost home, so I mean, I just cleaned it up when I got home. I had to literally take like 4 poop bags to clean it up, and then I had to like spray my seat.
It? And,
yeah. Sprayed my seat, washed the seat. Yeah.
I can't stand.
And the smell was like still in there when I got into the car next.
I cannot.
It's out now.
I cannot stand the smell of throw up. It's the worst smell.
I was gonna wait till you got home, then I was like, wait, I have to use the car again. So.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. I guess.
I don't know if that's funny or just like.
It is a good pet story because anytime like a dog does something, you're like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
It's like so. another pet story with these two dogs we have. At nighttime, we usually go to bed at like 10.
Yeah.
And at nighttime, we just, open the door and just let them go out in the front yard real quick because we're like, just go to
We
bed.
don't have like a fenced in like backyard
Yeah.
or a backyard
Well,
for that matter.
Well, my backyard's a pool, so we have a backyard. It's just a pool.
Yeah, and concrete.
Yeah, it's a pool. And then we have a little back grass out there that they could go, but screw that. We'll just go out front. Well, the other week we let them out. We've been taking them on the leash recently.
Yeah,
but
because Hippo likes to dart.
Yeah, well, we let them out the other week, and we were like, okay, go bathroom. Like, we gotta say like, go bye-bye.
Yeah.
You want to go bye-bye? Oh, no. I was kidding. Sit down. You're kidding.
She's up. She's
But
active.
to get her to go quick, or she won't go. Like, she'll just look at us. And then she sees, I guess she side-eyes out of her eye, a bunny rabbit.
She does a side-eye.
She does a side-eye. And I think she was like side-eyeing the bunny and then side-eyeing us and saying, I'm going to get this bunny. Chased it all the way to the front of the neighborhood. Awful. So what I do is I got to get my truck and say, you want to go? Those words, you can't say it out loud because if you do, she's a nightmare. And I can show you if you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, do it.
You want to go bye-bye? You want to go bye-bye? You want to go bye-bye? That's why you can't say those words.
Wait, say it again.
No, all right, stop. So we go, those words, and I get my truck, and I have to like open the door and say, "Come on, we're going for a ride. We're going right now."
Look at her.
And she'll look at me and be like, "Oh my God, that is just what I wanted." So she'll jump up, and then she'll sit there, shake it, because she knows she wasn't supposed to run, and it's funny. But she's a sweet dog. She's a very sweet dog. Yeah. So, what's up, bro? She's a sweet dog. Before you get into your next pet story.
Oh, I didn't have one yet.
We had
my own. But
oh, you don't have your own, but you have some on Reddit.
yeah, I got some on Reddit.
Because I have another funny one that I don't really remember. I just got told by my mom and dad what happened, but we had some plumbing issues here at the house. And for all you people out there who have a house, because if you rent or have a landlord or something like that, you don't have to pay for it. But if you have a house and you own a house, do not flush wipes. Flushable wipes down your toilet. Because I'll tell you what, it don't work.
They're not flushable.
It don't work.
I feel like
we had 3 different plumbers come out. We had Dranos, the best Drano you can get in the market.
Yeah, what did your dad call it? It's like green gobbler.
Green gobbler.
We tried baking soda and
we did every house remedy you could do. I mean, we were out there, everything. Cleaning out our clean outs, our everything. And toilet, every 3-bed, 3-bath, every toilet backed up, every shower got poop water, sewer water coming up into our showers.
I just
smelled like
cleaned it.
diarrhea.
Like just cleaned it.
It smelled like dio in our house.
Trigger warning for this episode.
Yeah,
we
trigger
talk about
warning.
vomit.
and yeah, so we just got it fixed today. We can flush our toilets. I haven't showered in 2 days.
I don't think you should let people know that.
I couldn't. You got that shower in that one morning, lucky.
Yeah.
But I haven't showered in 2 days. Can't wait to shower today. It's going to be awesome. We both had to use the restroom in this other restroom in our guest bedroom and leave it there because we can't flush. It's just a nightmare. But it's all good now. We're all clean. Everything's great, So we got new ceiling fans installed. It's awesome.
They look nice.
But, yeah, so if you're a home guy out there, a homeowner.
Home guy.
If you're a homeowner out there, get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. So, yeah. Let me hear a story from you.
Oh,
I've had some pretty good ones. So
yeah, those were good.
I want to hear just an absolute banger.
I have a banger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it'll be a banger, but I mean, I can certainly try.
Because I got one more story that's pretty good.
Okay, here you
too.
go. This one's kind of funny. This is on Reddit. It says, when I was younger, we had a chinchilla that weighed 4 pounds soaking wet. So, like, very small. One day, the family was sitting. One day, the family was sitting in the living room watching a movie. Hey,
Stop.
we had this couch that reclines at the ends where you could just touch a button and the recliner would fling open.
Oh God.
My
think I know where this is going.
My sister flung open the recliner. The dog just happened to be walking past it, and the dog went flying across the room like a cannonball. It was like something out of a cartoon that I will never forget. I think I said chinchilla at the beginning of the story. Did I not?
Yeah.
I meant chihuahua. I'm sorry. I don't know where I got
we
chinchilla
got
at.
chinchilla.
A chinchilla, a chihuahua.
Is that even a dog?
A chinchilla is like a type of animal.
Sounds like a hot dog with chorizo on it or something. Chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
Hey.
Yeah, that should be like a restaurant item.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't imagine that. Just imagine Pippa sitting on the end of the couch or walking by and she splattered her face.
And it went
on the
across
freaking TV or something behind us.
Went flying. That's like if you're on an air mattress and you're laying on it, and then someone comes up and like jumps on the end of it, and
yeah,
you go
but you gotta be a light person. You gotta be a small, like a kid. Like,
I've gone flying before.
Really?
Yeah.
Did a sumo wrestler land on it?
No, I don't. I think my dad was like messing around or something, and he went boom, and I went boom. Just like that. Just like that.
Are those the noise they made?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have those sound effects.
Well, I'm freak. All right. Another story. I don't know how old. I think I was like 5 or 6 years old. My parents had a dog named Taylor. It was like a golden retriever lab mixed. I swear to God, this is why my parents hate big dogs. Because of this.
Because of this dog.
So I guess we were sitting there. We had my aunt and uncle and all those people over and my cousins. And I don't know what we were doing. But apparently the dog was a very nice dog. I don't remember the dog, but it was a very nice dog. And all of a sudden one year, maybe I was like 15 or 16, I was like, what happened to that dog we had? Like, I don't remember much of that dog. And my parents said 2 things happened with that dog. Number 1, the dog, Taylor, came up to Christopher, who is my cousin, my older cousin, who lives in Rome, Georgia, and Taylor came up to Christopher and squatted and took a poop right in his lap in the house. That was one story. So he just backed up and took a poop right in his lap.
Oh my God.
And then the next story was the dog bit me for some reason. Bit me. So I guess that is this. It's a very short story, but I guess that's the reason my parents hate big dogs, because ever since that, my parents just
small dogs.
Yeah, they want small dogs.
Small to medium.
Like Pippa size.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Well, they have Charlie.
Speaking of
that
Charlie,
poor dog.
That dog's got everything you can have wrong with you as a dog. He is half blind. He is
deaf.
He's got seizures.
Collapsed trachea.
I mean,
he has to wear a cat collar.
He eats food and he's like this, right? And
he has to have a cat collar.
And his ears fall in the water bowls, so he's soaking wet. He can't wear a dog collar because it's too heavy. It weighs his neck down.
Yeah,
so
it's
he's
just
got a cat collar. That dog, man, poor dog.
Pippa.
But at least he ain't doing that all day like Pippa is. But
Pippa just wants attention.
That's true.
She acts like she gets no attention.
That's true. Let me hear another Reddit one.
Okay. My dog got out once because our gate was left open. I thought.
Speaking of that, pause that. Pippa used to go over to my parents' house in Milton.
Oh, this is funny.
And she used to beeline it straight outside, and my dad's like, "You gotta be careful, son. She might run through that gate." I'm like, She ain't running. It's the black gates with the metal rods on them.
They're like iron gates.
Yeah, and you can put your hands and stuff through them. And I was like, nah, she's fine, dude. She can't fit through that. First time ever going over there with the dog. Goes down the steps, looks at us, pees, looks at the gate behind her, boom, straight out in the street, running up and down the street. Just
now
remember,
she can't do that.
she's
Because
got
she's a little wide neck.
she's gotten wide neck real quick.
She's got a little chubby.
But sorry, get back to your story.
Oh, okay.
Didn't mean to interrupt that.
No, you're good. My dog got out once because our gate was left open. I thought she'd probably have run down the fields because she loved being down there playing in the river or with other dogs. So we went that way first. No, she had gone the other way straight to the chip shop where other people's car windows begging for chips. She had been missing for 15 minutes total, but was acting like a poor, deprived, stray dog who hadn't eaten days. She just gave me a big wag of her tail, and she was like, "Hey, you're here!" and then marched home.
Oh my god.
Like, was begging for food. Like, ran away, begging for food.
Well, that's how Pippa acts. Pippa will come next to the table and she's act like she's never seen a bowl of kibble in her life. When we eat dinner and stuff.
Yeah. She's like,
and she'll like paw the food and stuff. And we
one time
actually,
she got on the table.
Well, when we eat at the dinner table up there, we'll put her in the seat.
She likes to sit in the
and
seat.
she loves it. She's very mannered.
Tiny.
Her paws go right up front. She's very mannered.
She's just like 26 pounds?
Yeah. Well, when I got her, she was I think 19 pounds. So she's got an old fatty.
A little wide neck
fatty.
Do you have another story for us?
I don't. I think that's kind of all my stories. I mean, I remember my aunt used to have a dog named Bruno. He was a bulldog, like a real bulldog.
Like Uga?
Yeah. He was a cool dog, but he was always just so gross. He would slobber everywhere.
That's bulldogs, though.
And he would do like
and
noises
they snort,
like that. Yeah. And you're just like, what is wrong with that dog? But he's a cool dog. But unfortunately, he passed away, which is sad for my aunt because that was her baby. My aunt loves animals. Man, Jenny, she's got a lot of dogs and she's got like a dragon or something in the house too.
Oh yeah, I did see that. She dressed him up.
They used to have a parrot or not a ferret, a parrot, like a talking bird.
Yeah.
And you go by and you'd be like, "Hello," and he'd be like, "Hello."
My aunt had one of those.
It'd scare the crap out of me.
She had a gray, African gray something or other. It was gray.
It was an all white bird. I don't know what it was, but it was hello.
And then the bird would like walk on the ground.
Yeah.
And like they would save their like cardboard boxes so the bird would like build like little like windows with the card. It was a really cool bird. Do you want to read this story?
That's so scary. Which one?
The middle one. Right there.
All right. Another prime memory.
Ow.
On the day everything started to open back up during the pandemic, which that's crazy that we even had that. You know?
It was, yeah.
We had a pandemic in this world. Jesus. Might as well tell everybody's got Ebola. It's back, you know?
Or like, the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Or yellow fever.
It says, open back during the pandemic. My ginger compadre came back with a piece of KFC. The closet store is way too...
Closest. Closest.
Dude, I've been reading laptops all day. Don't make fun of me. I'm dyslexic.
Sorry. I know.
I'm not. The closest store is way too far for him to venture, which leads me to believe he's likely stolen it from someone's post-lockdown bucket. It was still hot. I'm guessing with the explosion in the delivery and the social distancing idea still strong, it was left on the doorstep by a driver and the home occupants didn't come out for the food before your cat got in the bag.
So the cat escaped. Went over to the neighbor's house, smelled chicken, grabbed a bone, and said, "You snooze, you lose."
That's kind of funny.
That is funny, isn't it?
That's a cat, man.
Cats are kind of funny.
Cats are funny, but I'm not like a big cat person.
I'm not either. Your parents are, though.
Well, they never were until my sister just brings home 9 cats one day. Like, she brought home Cooper and Louie, so she got a cat from the Milton parking lot one time, Cooper, and brought it home and said, "I rescued the cat." Had it behind her back, one of those.
Like holding it?
Yeah, and my mom and dad were like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "I have something to tell you." And it was like,
meow.
And my parents like, "What?" And she brought the cat in and ended up having, thousands of dollars in vet bills.
Still.
Yeah, that is sad. I think my sister's cats are not doing too well, so pray for that. She loves those cats dearly. I mean,
they're sweet cats.
She was on the way. This isn't funny, but she was on the way down to Merritt Island to my parents' house. You remember?
Oh yeah.
And she said my cat is looking at the camera whining, so I turned around. So she turned around and ended up coming back way later because she wanted to make sure her cats are okay. But I did.
Babies. Yeah. Did you have cats growing up?
I did. Wiley. My parents probably remember Wiley. Wiley. I had Wiley.
What kind of cat was that?
I don't know. It crapped all in the bed every day. And like little nuggets all over the bed. It was awful.
I grew up with cats too. My mom's like a crazy cat lady.
But that was the cat that we never could see. Like, it's one of those, like, oh, there's the cat. And then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when people come over. Yeah.
You never see it. But, yeah.
We've always had cats like that.
Yeah. I
think that's what cats are like, though.
I'd rather have a Pippa.
Pippa? You're like the size of a cat. Huh?
I'd rather have a Pippa. They're so sweet.
She's her own breed.
Yeah,
it's Pippa.
I think
that's the Pippa breed.
When people ask what we are, we're like,
She's
or what
Pippa.
she is, it's Pippa.
Pippa.
That's her breed. Well, that really concludes our little podcast about pets. We appreciate you guys watching, and why we got you guys watching. If you're still here with us,
thank you.
Pray for this world.
Yeah. And Brock Bowers.
And Brock Bowers. I still think Georgia's going to be better than they were because they're going to be pissed off that he's hurt. They're going to come out firing. But pray for this world. This
Israel.
I'm watching all these TikToks and the news is playing in the background right now, and
literally.
It's awful. Pray for this world. Hopefully, old Trump humpers, as one of my buddy's dad used to call me and my dad, Trump humpers.
Hey, I'd rather be a Trump humper than
a Biden sleeper.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
So, yeah, pray for this world. We need a Republican back in this office. And, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend watching this. And, as always, go Dogs.
And
we're going to Georgia, Florida next weekend.
Oh, our podcast next week is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to.
Awesome. So you have to watch.
We're going to
interview people, and
while we're there, it'll be a lot of fun.
Cocktail party.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Ow.
Thank you for your support. For everybody who keeps watching us, we really appreciate it. We work really hard on social media and trying to get ourselves.
Yes.
She works very hard. I cheer her on.
I like the post, babe.
Yeah,
that's what I get.
But yeah, we're doing that, and tell your friends about us, support us. It just helps us grow, and it helps us get better. Helps us, figure out what we need to cater our audience to, and all that. So if you could do us a favor, like, subscribe, follow us on every social media. I think we have everything. Yeah. Twitter's really not. But we're working on it. So you'll have a great weekend. And
as always, thank you for keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses. See.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Yeah, I need you for brighter light and firmer ground.